On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Vicar.
A member of the clergy in certain Christian churches, typically Anglican, who is responsible for the religious needs of parishioners in a particular district.
Examples:
Vicar church. Assistant vicar. The vicar's sermon was inspiring and comforting to the attendees.
Grapple.
To make a strenuous effort to solve a problem, to engage in a close fight or conflict without weapons.
Examples:
Grapple with problem. Grapple with each other. He needed to grapple with structural reforms to improve the company's revenue.
Celestial.
Relating to the sky or the heavens, of or like the sky or the heavens.
Examples:
Celestial bliss. Celestial navigation. The celestial bodies in the night sky were beautiful to behold.
Adjective.
A word that describes a noun or pronoun.
Examples:
Adjective clause. An attributive adjective. The adjective red describes the color of the apple.
Almighty.
Having supreme or ultimate power or authority, complete and total, omnipotent.
Examples:
Almighty power. Almighty dollar. The almighty ruler of the kingdom held ultimate power over his subjects.
Liturgy.
A form of public worship or religious service, especially in the Christian church.
Examples:
Divine liturgy. Liturgy of a church. The liturgy for the Mass included hymns, prayers, and readings from the Bible.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Divinity.
The state or quality of being divine, the state of being a god or goddess, the study of religious beliefs and practices.
Examples:
An indwelling divinity. Divinity degree. The ancient civilization revered the divinity of the god.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Unknowable.
Impossible to know or comprehend, beyond the limits of human understanding.
Examples:
Unknowable complexity. Unknowable future. The mysteries of the universe are often considered unknowable.
Disbeliever.
A person who does not believe in something, such as a religion or idea.
Examples:
Persuade a disbeliever. Stubborn disbeliever. Despite the evidence, she remained a disbeliever in the theory of evolution.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Archbishop.
A high-ranking bishop equals a member of the clergy in the Christian church, typically in charge of an archdiocese and holding a position of authority over other bishops in the region.
Examples:
Archbishop's Palace. Interim Archbishop. The Archbishop's sermon was a powerful message of hope and encouragement.
Devastation.
The act of causing great destruction or damage, often on a large scale.
Examples:
Financial devastation. Devastation to life. The economic recession caused devastation in the housing market, with many people losing their homes.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples:
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Bruise.
A mark caused by a blow, typically one that is purple or black on the skin.
Examples:
Livid bruise. Earlier emotional bruise. She had a bruise on her arm from where she fell on the playground.
Anguish.
Severe physical or emotional pain or suffering, distress or mental agony.
Examples:
Anguish and pain. Emotional anguish. She suffered from a deep sense of anguish following the loss of her loved one.
Torment.
Unbearable physical pain or extreme mental distress. Verb, to cause severe physical or mental suffering to someone, or to be the victim of such suffering.
Examples:
Torment of jealousy. Economic torment. The torturers inflicted great torment upon the prisoners.
Exaltation.
A feeling or state of extreme happiness, joy, or elevation, a sense of heightened state, whether emotional, spiritual, or intellectual.
Examples:
Spiritual exaltation, sheer exaltation. Her victory in the competition brought a sense of exaltation and pride.
Weep.
To cry tears because of sadness, rage, or pain.
Examples:
Weep bitter tears. Weep for joy. I'm easily moved to tears, so I would weep in sympathy if I saw that movie.
Rejoice.
To feel or express great joy or happiness, to celebrate or express gratitude for a happy or positive situation or event.
Examples:
Rejoice over a victory. Rejoice at the moment. We should all rejoice in the good things life has to offer.
Orthodoxy.
Adherence to a conventional or widely accepted set of beliefs or practices, especially in religion or politics, the accepted or established doctrine or teachings of a particular group or institution.
Examples:
Religious orthodoxy, intellectual orthodoxy. The Church's orthodoxy on certain issues was deeply ingrained.
Unchanging.
Not changing or subject to change, constant.
Examples:
Unchanging laws. Rigidly unchanging. The unchanging nature of the mountain range was a source of constant wonder for the hikers.
Indifferent.
Having no strong feeling or preference, neutral.
Examples:
Indifferent attitude. An indifferent glance. The doctor remained indifferent to the patient's pleas for a second opinion.
Unfeeling.
Lacking in sympathy or compassion, not experiencing or showing emotions, indifferent or insensitive.
Examples:
Unfeeling remark. Unfeeling behavior. Her unfeeling response to the news shocked me.
Trench.
A long, deep ditch made in the ground, usually parallel to a plate boundary and marking a subduction zone. A long ditch built in the ground for carrying away water.
Examples:
Deep sea trench. Trench excavator. A trench was being dug alongside the road by workers.
Allegiance.
Loyalty or faithfulness to a person, country, cause, or belief, a pledge or oath of loyalty.
Examples:
Loyal allegiance. Show allegiance. The soldiers pledged their allegiance to their country.
Bystander.
A person who witnesses an event or situation but does not actively participate or intervene.
Examples:
Innocent bystander. Shocked bystander. The bystander effect is a phenomenon where people are less likely to intervene in an emergency if others are present.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history, Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Perambulate.
To walk or travel through a particular area or location, especially for leisurely or ceremonial purposes. To walk around or through a particular boundary or area to mark or establish it.
Examples:
Perambulate the park. Slowly perambulate the countryside. The doctor advised the patient to perambulate daily to aid in their recovery.
Hymn.
A song of praise or worship, especially one in a religious service or ceremony.
Examples:
A sacred hymn. Hymn tune. The congregation sang the hymn during the service.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples:
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Avert.
To prevent something dangerous or undesirable from happening.
Examples:
Avert disaster. Avert a strike. The dam systematically releases large amounts of water to avert flooding during the rainy season.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Sermon.
A speech or lecture given by a religious leader, especially a minister or priest, as part of a worship service.
Examples:
Lengthy sermon. A lay sermon. The preacher delivered a powerful sermon on the importance of forgiveness.
Partiality.
A biased or prejudiced inclination or preference towards someone or something. The state of showing favoritism or unfairness.
Examples:
Political partiality. Racial partiality. The coach's partiality towards star players created discord among the team.
Tyrant.
A ruler who uses their power cruelly and oppressively, a cruel and oppressive person.
Examples:
A domestic tyrant. Tyrant regime. The tyrant's rule was marked by oppression and fear.
Perish.
To die or cease to exist, to suffer complete ruin or destruction, to decay or deteriorate.
Examples:
Perish in a fire. Perish from hunger. The orchids perished without enough sunlight or water.
Favoritism.
The act of giving one person or group unfair support by someone in authority.
Examples:
National favoritism. Act of favoritism. Their company survives due to political favoritism.
Appalling.
Causing horror or shock, deeply disturbing or offensive, extremely bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
Appalling crimes. Appalling behavior. The condition of that old house was appalling.
Puppet.
A doll or figure that is manipulated by strings, wires, or hands to represent a person or animal, a person who is controlled or manipulated by someone else.
Examples:
Puppet theater. Corporate puppet. The politician was merely a puppet for the wealthy elite.
Protector.
A person or thing that provides protection, support, or defense, a guardian or defender.
Examples:
Environmental protector. Wildlife protector. The bodyguard acted as a protector for the celebrity.
Heroism.
Great courage or bravery, especially in the face of danger or adversity, the act of sacrificing oneself for a noble cause.
Examples:
Acts of heroism. Military heroism. The firefighter showed true heroism when he rescued the family from the burning building.
Expendable.
Able to be consumed, used up, or sacrificed without consequence, dispensable or disposable, unnecessary or redundant.
Examples:
Expendable income. Expendable assets. In war, those in power often view soldiers as expendable resources.
Devout.
Deeply committed to a specific religious faith or practice, often showing great reverence or piety.
Examples:
Devout Buddhist. Act in a devout manner. The devout monk spent hours each day in prayer and contemplation.
Beforehand.
Ahead of time, in advance.
Examples:
Take a seat beforehand. 3 months beforehand. She packed her sunscreen beforehand to remember it on the beach trip.
Relinquish.
To give up power, control, or possession.
Examples:
Relinquish control. Relinquish all hope. She decided to relinquish her role as the leader of the group.
Spectator.
Someone present at an event, such as a sports game, play, or concert, to watch or observe it.
Examples:
Mass spectator sport. Spectator seat. She enjoyed watching the game as a spectator.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples:
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Superhuman.
Possessing abilities or characteristics that exceed those of normal humans, beyond human capacity or capability.
Examples:
Superhuman beings. Superhuman effort. The athlete's superhuman strength allowed him to lift twice his body weight.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Underpin.
To support or strengthen the foundations of something.
Examples:
Underpin a structure. Underpin democratization. The research findings underpin the theory that human activities cause global warming.
Intricacy.
The quality of being complex, detailed, or highly involved, the existence of many interrelated parts or elements.
Examples:
The intricacy of the design. Legal intricacy. The clockwork mechanism of the antique watch showed incredible intricacy.
Magnificence.
The quality or state of being extremely good, beautiful, or deserving to be admired.
Examples:
Incomparable magnificence. The magnificence of classical music. The magnificence of the palace was breathtaking.
Ascribe.
To attribute something to a particular cause or source.
Examples:
Ascribe everything to nature. Ascribe my failure to bad luck. The project's success was ascribed to the team's hard work.
Benevolence.
The quality or any act of kindness or well-doing.
Examples:
Display benevolence. Render benevolence to people. They have both virtue and benevolence.
Ironic.
A situation or event that is opposite of what is expected, the use of words to mean the opposite of their literal or original meaning.
Examples:
ironic twist, ironic consequence. It's ironic that the rain started just as they finished building the new picnic shelter.
Inward.
Directed or facing towards the inside, inside or inward looking.
Examples:
inward peace, inward cargo. The inward motion of the tide was gradually slowing down.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
passé entertainment, passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Preoccupation.
The state or condition of thinking about something continuously or obsessively.
Examples:
preoccupation with work, military preoccupation. She has an obsessive preoccupation with weight and shape.
Greet.
To say hello to someone, to express welcome on meeting someone.
Examples:
greet a customer, greet an idea. He greeted his friends with a warm smile and a hug.
Indwell.
To inhabit or reside within something or someone, often used in a spiritual or metaphorical sense, to be present permanently or continuously.
Examples:
indwell in a house, indwell all living beings. Meditation can help one connect with the peace that indwells the deepest parts of our being.
Attentive.
Paying close attention to something or someone, showing interest or careful consideration, being mindful or observant.
Examples:
attentive care, attentive customer service. The attentive student took diligent notes during the lecture.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
contemplate a marriage, contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Generosity.
The fact or quality of being willing to do kind things or give somebody money, gifts, or time freely.
Examples:
act of generosity, boundless generosity. He is remembered for his generosity and civilization.
Uncharted.
Not mapped or surveyed, unknown or unexplored, without a clear or definite course of action.
Examples:
uncharted wilderness, uncharted waters. The explorer ventured into uncharted territory, not knowing what to expect.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.